So I thought, can Hallie be Tiana, Ariel, and Belle all at once? And the answer to that question is simply yes. Yes, she can. Her face was the only thing I ended up needing a reference for. There was no way I was going to try to paint that without one. I know for sure I would never have come up with this painting on my own if I was trying to plan for it. And I think there is something so special in creating those moments of spontaneity. Hello friend, it's Tim here, and in this video I wanted to share one of my paintings and one of my favorite painting exercises with you, and it's to create a painting with no pre-planning or direction that's directly from your imagination. Painting from your imagination is definitely one of the most undervalued and overlooked skills in our creative toolbox, and with this painting I won't even know what I'm painting until I'm painting it. I've started doing this exercise more often to try to loosen up and to challenge myself to stay more present in the creative process. Sometimes I feel like it's really easy to get lost or to overthink and to lose some of that fun in our art when things are too structured. So I began this piece by laying colors down. I don't have a color palette picked out yet, so I'm kind of just using the color wheel to pick colors as I go. And I started by trying to stay as neutral as I could so I could easily adjust it. But I actually ended up struggling with doing this more than I thought I would, and I think I know now what caused it. Because there were no big color decisions made yet, and the colors were more neutral, there was no time of day or lighting decided yet, so it started kind of taking on a bit of an ambiguous look, and it kind of, for me, felt like it was starting to look muddy when I was blending it, so I'm glad it wasn't too vibrant yet, and I could fix it. But I ended up being glad that I did this wrong because it made me more thoughtful as to how to course correct. So it was about this point I decided I wanted to do an evening scene because I love painting sunsets. They are my favorite to paint, so I decided to make the painting more blue and pink toned with a little bit of purple here and there. And for the idea, I decided I wanted to do something kind of floral maybe. I love painting flowers and landscapes, so my first thought of course was a garden scene. And I'm also super excited for fall. Fall and spring are my two favorite seasons, so I thought sunflowers, sunflower field, and then garden fence. And then I pictured a girl in a yellow dress on a swing, but then I scrapped the swing and fence, though I may save them for another painting. And then the dress quickly started turning into a ball gown, and as I was painting, as silly as it is, she kind of started looking like Belle, and I love Disney, so this kind of gave me an idea to go with. I also love The Little Mermaid and Halle Bailey, so I wanted Halle to be Belle, but also the dress was kind of starting to take on this almost giant flower / bell-shaped, pun intended, dress from Princess and the Frog, and it kind of reminded me of Tiana's finale wedding gown from the end scene. So I thought, can Halle be Tiana, Ariel, and Belle all at once? And the answer to that question is simply yes. Yes, she can. Her face was the only thing I ended up needing a reference for. There was no way I was going to try to paint that without one. And while ultimately this is definitely a silly and over-the-top painting, I had a lot of fun creating it. So with this, I wanted to extend to you the same art exercise challenge to create something that brings you joy that's completely from your imagination. You can make it anything that you'd like with any brushes and colors that you want and spend as much or as little time on it that you'd like. It just has to be something that is created on the canvas with no plans, allowing your colors, brush strokes, and ideas to shape what you paint as you paint. And it may seem hard at first, but I think you're really going to surprise yourself. I know for sure I would never have come up with this painting on my own if I was trying to plan for it, and I think there is something so special in creating those moments of spontaneity, and it's the spontaneity that is so crucial to us, because when we finally let go of our expectations for our art and for ourselves and let our imagination and creativity take over, it creates that magic spark that can only happen in that moment. And as artists, we get to bring those moments to life. And that's truly where the joy of painting is. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video or found something helpful or thoughtful or maybe brightened your day in it. And if you decide to go ahead with the art challenge, I would absolutely love to see it. So if you're on Instagram, please tag me at TimStarStudio. I would absolutely love to see it. And if you like content like this and want to see more like it, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps my channel out. And I wanted to thank you so much for supporting me. I'm wishing you a lovely day, friend, and happy painting.